Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer. Sunday evenings at Srikumar time, and he does not disappoint. We have some breaking news from Tamil Nadu politics as well as a bunch of other things. Namaskar, Srikumar. How are you?
Namaskar, sir. I'm fine. How about you?
I'm doing well. Looks like winter is finally setting in Bengaluru. Although it had become a concrete jungle, I never felt cold in the last 30-35 years. I didn't feel cold. If you really want to understand how cold Bengaluru is, you should go in the 60s and 70s. It used to be really cold. So, Srikumar, jumping into the point right away. Tamil Nadu politics, is Vijay going to be given the same kind of treatment as Rajni got from the DMK? Your thoughts?
No, sir. Rajni actually was a political disaster. So he was a non-starter in politics. Though he had a political ambitions, he time and again exhibited as and when he had some opportunities, be it in 1996, be it in 1998, 2004. Those are the timing where he exhibited his political ambitions or his political leanings. Later on, he couldn't do that for obvious and ambiguous reasons. But later, for what happened is post 2016, Rajinikanth wanted to have a political entry just because of the reason that Jayalalitha and Karunanidhi were not in the political arena. When he thought that both Stalin and Edappadi Palaniswamy, both of them began to rise in politics or began to stabilize themselves in politics, he opted out. So that is the crux about Rajinikanth's politics. Coming to Vijay, Vijay is a much more a stable leader in politics compared to that of Rajinikanth, I feel so. Because he has entered politics, he has started a party, he has started addressing public meetings, and he has also identified his political rivals, be it BJP at the center and DMK in the state. So, as far as Vijay is concerned, he is more focused than that of Rajinikanth, I feel.
Thank you so much, and let's wait and see how this goes, because there were some latest utterances. He was supposed to have taken part in an Ambedkar function, and that's where a lot of things happened. He took pot shots, I believe, at some of the DMK top leaders, including Udayinidhi. So he's also identifying the person. Clearly, it is Udayinidhi that he's after because it's in the same age group. So now we have this interesting situation in Tamil Nadu politics. You have four people more or less within a decade of each other, whether it is Sebastian Simon or Udayinidhi Stalin or Annamalai or now, of course, Joseph Vijay. So you can see there is a hint I'm giving here. Of the four, three are Christians. Viewers, understand this. Those of you who follow Tamil Nadu politics understand where that state is headed. Over to you. What are your thoughts before we go to the main point, which is the parliament front foot approach of BJP?
Yes, sir. Actually, in Tamil Nadu is concerned, there are, as you may rightly mentioned, the leaders of the same age group are now testing their waters. So we are entering a new political, I should say, a political experience in Tamil Nadu. Earlier, it was Kamaraj who was exhibiting his politics in the last leg of independence movement, and later it was Karunanidhi versus MGR and Karunanidhi versus Jayalalitha. Later, it was the transmission period was between Stalin, and now we are experiencing the new Gen X leaders who are Stalin's son Udayinidhi, Seeman, who is also known as Sebastian Simon, who is heading the Naam Tamizhar Katchi, Vijay, who is entering politics for the first time, and also Annamalai, who is the state unit president of the BJP. Now, what we are seeing is DMK, I should say, has not tested its politics, not even in a ward election, not even in an apartment election, I should say. They have gone alone. They have always went with alliances. Without alliances, DMK is nothing. But it's not the case of ADMK. ADMK has tested itself without alliances multiple times. So, if we see in politics, there is an anti-DMK votes are in a larger chunk comparing with that of the pro-DMK. So it is always there is a DMK on one hand and the anti-DMK votes are more. So always whoever project themselves as more anti-DMK will get the larger share of the votes, the lion's share of the votes. Earlier it was MGR, later it was Jayalalitha, whom the people thought that here is the leader who can be more vociferous to the DMK, against the DMK, I should say, so that they attracted the anti-DMK votes. That is the reason. So Jayalalitha and MGR were they won consecutive elections. So many multiple times they Jayalalitha once she has won consecutive election, but many times she became the chief minister. So much so as the case of MGR. But when it comes to the present situation, Vijay has started identifying DMK as a main political rival in the state to attract that vote. But I don't know, Annamalai, who used to attack the DMK prior to 2024, he has not sharpened his attack yet on DMK as he is supposed to do. He is identifying and he is making pot shots on individuals in DMK, but he has not taken the right stand, I should say, against the DMK government, particularly on the civic issues. Tamil Nadu usually doesn't vote on religious sentiments. It votes on governance issues, unlike Telangana, unlike Rajasthan or Gujarat or Madhya Pradesh or even Maharashtra. So Tamil Nadu usually votes on civic woes or civic failures and the governance misgovernance. So if we see DMK is now at the verge of having a brimming anti-incumbency in Tamil Nadu. But unfortunately, nobody are pressing the right button against the DMK, putting it on the mat, especially on the civic issues, governance issues, law and order, infrastructure development, those type of governance issues. So, and that is the reason it gives a room for the DMK to twist against these allegations. So when, as and when they are able to get some issues, they will take away that old issues of Hindi versus Tamil and North Indian versus South Indian, Sanatan Dharma issue. Their own regular templates which they are keeping in their library, they will take out that old book and they begin to turn its pages. So I don't know how, when these leaders will learn to actually sharpen their attacks, particularly on governance issue against the DMK.
You know, you have to, you know, there is a saying, right? Loha lohe ko katta hai. That is, you have to use iron to cut iron. Same way in DMK and Tamil Nadu politics, you have to use movies to break into that citadel that they have built. And their big one-liner to come to power in 1967. Viewers, I'm going to say a line in Tamil, then I'll translate it for you in English. Kadamai, Kanniyam, Kattupaadu. What that means is Kadamai is duty. Kanniyam is what? Straightforwardness or honesty? Dignity. Kattupaadu is discipline. So this was their one-liner that, and plus very fortuitously, M.G. Ramachandran got shot just months before the election. There was a sympathy wave. They were covering it from the general hospital, his status of recovery and things like that. He didn't die, he didn't live, he couldn't speak, he spoke. You know, it was a big drama. That let me put it that way. That sympathy wave, you know, got swept DMK into power. They never let go after that. Now we have easy ways. One I hinted just now, that 4 candidates, 3 are Christians. This is something that Annamalai may not be able to say openly, but there are ways to, you know, present this message. For example, I have 2 one-liners. Not that they are going to listen and jump on it, but it's my duty to at least tell, okay, I have this aha moment and I've come up with this. The first one is, what is happening with Tamil Nadu? National integrity is a huge problem now. With the amount of drug seizures, the amount of drug traffic, and all the other, you know, radicalization that has taken place in the other community, right? So one-liner could be Desam, Desiyam, Deivigam. This could be one-liner. and it's very easy for people to understand. Desam means Desh, Desyam means national spirit, being pride, national pride, and the last one is Deivigam, being a theism, being God, being a Hindu. So this is something that could reverberate. The other one, if you don't want to go that far into Sanatana Dharma, if you want to stay a little bit more, is what you just said. That is to point out the corruption and other things. For that, they have another one I have got for them. Nermai, Nanayam, Nallachi. Nermai is honesty, Nanayam is integrity, and Nallachi is good governance. See, these kinds of catchy one-liners are needed, 100%, which is why you have that yen man, yen makkal. See, ma, they got the thing right. BJP has understood the formula, how you go and attract the people with, catchy phrases. So I hope they pick up from this and then move on. I've been saying this for a long time, though. They didn't say Nermai Nanayam Nallachi so far. I have not seen any BJP leaders say it, although they should be doing it. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. Let's go on to the next topic, which is BJP on the front foot in the parliament. Is it something that is a little bit late in arrival, although it's good that it's happening now?
Yes, I feel so, because we have already seen multiple number of times that whenever the parliament session is being scheduled, so we will see this type of some newspaper flash reports starting from New York Times or Washington Post, which is in some way it used to indict the ruling government in multiple issues. We have seen in multiple occasions also. Say, for example, it happened in Pegasus, it happened in Manipur violence, it happened in this Adani issue presently. So whenever there is the parliament session used to happen 3 times in a year. That is, first used to be the budget session that used to be happening between the January end to February and March also. Then later it used to be the monsoon session, which used to be in the month of July and August. And then it used to be winter session, used to be November and December. So whenever the session used to take place, whenever the session's schedule is being announced, rather than the ruling party and the opposition party, it is the ecosystem of the deep state which gets activated. So it schedules the, when it has to release some news clippings or audios or videos or some theories or whatever it is, or even some some essays or some editorials, so that it will somehow bring some discomfort to the ruling dispensation of India. So what happens is that they used to schedule that and they used to flash those reports. And Rahul Gandhi especially, he used to carry those issues. First he will conduct a press conference, then all these group of people, they will assemble before the Mahatma Gandhi statue before the parliament, and they begin to shout that we will not allow the parliament to function. And then inside the house also the same drama continues. This happened multiple times, starting from 2017, I believe, not 2017, but 2022-23. So starting from the farmers' protest, that ecosystems template began to act, and you can see time and again, whenever the parliament session happens, you will find one such messages or such news, so that they act on it. This for the first time. Even in this time also, they began to flash Adani's issue, especially when the parliament convened on 25th of 26th, I believe, of November. So, and what happened this time? For 4 or 5 days, the parliament was not allowed to function. And later, it was Sudhanshu Trivedi in Rajya Sabha and Sampit Patra in Lok Sabha began to go all offensive against the ecosystems, especially against George Soros, and they began to, in fact, provide the timetable of what all the ecosystem planned, and they publicized. and and what happened during that session, and how productivity of the session was affected. So those were the historic details were made public in front of in the Lok Sabha, which all were able to see both in the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha TV also, and also in social media. So this approach, offensive approach, if it could have been practiced by BJP long before, they could have tamed the ruthless opposition who are raising such, I can say, such issues which were not related to anyway related or anyway closer to facts. Be it Pegasus, they went to the Supreme Court, and for the Pegasus they washed out the whole session. And finally, what happened in Supreme Court? That they found no evidence on that particular issue. So time and again they used to do that, and this time when this BJP has started becoming offensive, you can find the parliament is running smoothly, at least for the couple of days before.
Some people are also saying that Nishikant Dubey also had a say in it, not just Sambit Patra.
Yes.
I think there is a split between the two. We stand corrected.
No, I should say,
right?
I should compliment Nishikant Dubey. He started it actually, and Sambit Patra continued it.
Yes. And viewers, at 10:30 p.m. IST today, we are going to do a deep dive into deep state. There are some new sensational disclosures. Xavier Rodriguez and I will be talking about that at 10:30 p.m. today. Do come back, but that's going to be focused only on Sonia Soros links, as well as what other ways deep state is, trying to hurt India. For example, do you remember that when Rahul Gandhi was in United States in this last trip, suddenly DK Shivakumar went?
Yes, he went once, I believe so.
Yeah. You know why? Today or yesterday, Devendra Fadnavis said that Maharashtra government is examining the role of NGOs in Bharat Jodo Yatra. So Bharat Jodo Yatra went through Maharashtra, correct?
Yes.
So see, understand the dots here. NGOs, DK Shivakumar, Bharat Jodo Yatra. Because we know DK Shivakumar made it like, I am the one financing all this, as if his Parambarai Sottu is there, his patriarchal money is there, Bhandar is there, right? So that is the connection there. So we are going to be discussing all this and much more. Do join us at 10:30. Let's move on to the last topic of today, Delhi elections preparation. Looks like RSS and BJP are out the gates right away. This is how I see it, while AAP is still kind of thinking, should we play the sympathy card? Should we play some other card? What are your thoughts, Srikumar?
Yeah, Delhi is getting more and more interesting nowadays. AAP, for the first time, they are trying to work hard, to repeat its performance in the assembly elections. So if you see, Delhi has voted for the BJP 3 consecutive times. They have given all 7 out of 7 MPs in 2014, 19, and also in 24. So this is a historic performance of the BJP. But when it comes to assembly, it was a complete reverse. So in 2015, BJP got only 3 seats and AAP got 67 seats out of the total 70. And when it was in 2020, BJP got 8 seats and AAP got 62 seats. Now, 2025, it is a real trial of strength, where the RSS is helping the BJP. But unfortunately, unlike the states of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, where the RSS cannot, turn the election results in Delhi as far as the Delhi Assembly is concerned. So that is one part. So we even saw in Haryana, so where the RSS played a crucial role in shaping BJP's victory in the recently concluded assembly elections. But I don't think it will be much more easier comparing with those states as far as Delhi is concerned. Delhi is experiencing a civic mess, especially be it in a garbage cleaning, be it potable drinking water, or be it safe schools, and even that electricity issues. So people are getting inflated electricity bills, and they don't know what to do. And on the other hand, Aam Aadmi Party has employed or sorry, it has deployed in women groups. Thousands of women, they are now on the road to highlight the Aam Aadmi Party's achievements, so that they can repeat the performance in 2025 also. BJP is trying hard, but I don't know the reason why. The central BJP, which used to groom even remote part of state units, it groomed and it made it successful state units in the states of Tripura, Odisha, even a dynamic state like Bengal, even in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Telangana. Why it is struggling in Delhi? See, it was the state, I should say, where the BJP started one of its most powerful state units. Delhi state unit was once a powerful state unit, which was started by Madanlal Khurana, supported by Kedarnath Sahani, B.K. Malhotra. So those type of people who have groomed that party, and later it had powerful leaders like Sahib Singh Verma, even to some extent Harshavardhan also, Dr. Harshavardhan also. It ended up in a state like in 2015, they couldn't get an organic BJP leader, and they have to get a chief minister face in the name of Kiran Bedi. He was an imported leader from outside. So Delhi state unit, which is happening, which is under their own nose. I don't know for what reason. For more than it was in 1993 where the BJP won its first assembly elections in Delhi, and the last chief minister of Delhi was Sushma Swaraj when she debuted their office in 1998. So 1993 to 2025, more than 3 decades, the BJP is still struggling to set up a state unit. Powerful state unit means I don't know the reason why.
Well, one thing that can be said is that right from the time Pramod Mahajan came to the center, there have been factionalism. For example, Pramod Mahajan was keeping Arun Jaitley out of the, away from the power axis. Like, for example, whether it was Vajpayee or Adani. If you remember, Vajpayee never took a step without Pramod Mahajan by his side. He'll be just one step behind. You look at anything, he'll first look at him. What should I answer? And Pramod will have some sort of thing, do this way, that way. You have to look at the interplay between the two. So Pramod Mahajan was the one who was actually being groomed as Vajpayee's successor, from what I could see. And you remember that 1996 statement where 𝗣𝗚𝗿𝗂𝘍 performance was being debated in Parliament. It's a hilarious speech of Pramod Mahajan, one for the ages. Just watch it, viewers, YouTube.
Pramod Mahajan, I still remember it. It was a very interesting one.
Very interesting one, right? So from that point forward, I mean, people have said that Jaitley would wait for hours to meet Pramod Mahajan. Others will come, meet and go. This guy will be sitting in the outside desk chair, waiting to see. So that is where Jaitley came from. But somewhere Jaitley managed to leapfrog it, because with the rise in fortunes of Modi, Jaitley also rose. And suddenly now you saw the situation in Delhi. Perhaps they were established politicians. They were trying to, manage their territory. And here is a new upstart, Jaitley, who's also a Delhiite. And he wants to control that. He becomes the DDCA president. I'm being very honest, guys. I'm just observing and telling you why. I'm trying to explain why Delhi politics has become so factionalized. You had the established core of Jansangh people. And you have this neo BJP of Jaitley, who actually scorned RSS. He's made some very nasty comments against RSS. He's also made nasty comments against Hindutva also. So whatever it is, the guy was pretty smart though. He wouldn't say it outright. I have to read between the lines. So this kind of factionalism happens. And I think if they had stuck with Dr. Harshvardhan in 2015 instead of helicoptering in Kiran Bedi, I see that also as a move by Jaitley to try and assert his control by not allowing somebody who had done creditably in the previous elections. Remember, Harshvardhan was the face of the Delhi CM in BJP. So somewhere something went wrong. Harshvardhan came to center as a health minister. COVID happened. People are not happy with his performance. Now he's nowhere. So you've had a good possible leader, and that guy has been sent into the weeds. You wanted to say something?
Yes, sir. Actually, I want to beg to differ on one aspect of your observation. Particularly, the rise of Jaitley was in tandem with Mr. Modi's rise. Actually, even before Mr. Modi, Jaitley had a good track record, particularly as an electoral observer in Bihar in 2005, when we could say that it was very difficult for the BJP and Nitish Kumar to win. It was Jaitley who made that alliance stitched between Nitish Kumar and the BJP, and also some other parties which he able to make it. Similarly, he was an observer in Madhya Pradesh in 2003, where he, along with Uma Bharti, it was the choice of candidates that made her to win. Though she had there was a huge anti-incumbency against the erstwhile Digvijay Singh in 1998 to 2003. But still, Jaitley played a crucial role. Also in Karnataka, when the first Yediyurappa government was formed, I believe it was in 2008, Jaitley played a crucial role. So, I don't know about the other issues, but as far as the politics is concerned, Jaitley had a good track record comparing with that of Pramod Mahajan, and it was not in tandem with that of growth of Narendra Modi, which is also a fact. But Jaitley had his own track record.
Well, thank you. That's okay. We can agree to disagree. And I actually go back to the 90s when Jaitley's house is where Modi used to live, in his outhouse. It's okay. There are lots of stories there, and how Jaitley introduced Modi to be on NDTV as the Hindi panelist for Hindi face of BJP. And these two are thick friends, or were thick friends, because Jaitley ji is no more. Look, in politics, you have to do all these things. Perceptions also can change. But somewhere, see, Pramod Mahajan died suddenly. You need to understand how the dynamics would have worked if he had stayed around. I agree with you. Pramod Mahajan made a mistake in 2004. I think India Shining campaign was put together at the behest of convener Chandrababu Naidu, who said that because he saw that he was going to lose, he wanted to prepone it, and he forced everybody to come along, and everybody lost. He also lost at the end of the day. Anyway, these things happen in politics. Let's take on some questions. We have a lot of questions for you today, Srikumar.
Please.
Nilanam Bighai Ratna Sabhapati wants to know, sir, what is Raveendran Duraisamy's role? On one hand, he's supporting Modi ji, and on the other hand, he's batting on the theory that Stalin versus others. Has he had an impact on Annamalai's low tone?
See, I don't want to comment on other political commentators, especially persons like Mr. Raveendran Duraisamy. But he has, from the beginning, he has started the role of Stalin versus others. Caption. But it's a fact that Stalin, though he is not running a government on his own, though it's a DMK government, but this government was formed with the help of the supporting parties. But unfortunately, nobody are in the position to challenge the DMK presently, be it 𝗤𝙗𝗵 Palaniswamy, or be it Annamalai, or be it Vijay, or be it Seeman. That is the present situation. Though there is an anti-incumbency against the DMK which is brimming, anybody who wants to capitalize that will be the real successor for the government. But unfortunately for ADMK, the problem is it has no charismatic leadership. For BJP, it has a leader, but it has no strong organization. Vijay is new to politics. Seeman, he is a controversial person, so he cannot carry the peoples along with him. So this is the irony this time. So how the people are going to vote. But if Vijay allies with ADMK, then the dynamics could change. So these things will get clear as and when we are nearing to the assembly elections in 2026.
Manoj Soma wants to know, what is the one thing that you think BJP must do in this particular parliament session apart from WACC amendment? Can we expect strong session about deporting illegals? Because in geopolitics, this is on fire.
See, as and when a false narrative is being peddled by the opposition, the BJP should not shy away from any debates. It should go in for the debate and should take their horns on. And it has to put its dynamics right, and also put the right perspective among the people. So as and when you delay or you try to dodge any sort of discussions in parliament, it makes the people to get suspicious that you are not strong enough to counter the allegations of the opposition. So what I personally feel is the offensive approach of the BJP should continue. They should, expose the deep state theories, because we should all understand that the people of India are strong nationalists. As and when a nation's security or is in stake, the people doesn't hesitate to rise to the occasion to support the government. So the people of India should understand the sinister attempts and the approach of the deep state to destabilize the dispensation of the present dispensations across all over the world, not only in India but also so many other countries. So the BJP's responsibility is more. It has to expose the deep state's sinister motives and also actions.
Thank you so much. Next question, Venkatraman wants to know, I have said this before, we'll say again and forever, Vijay is equal to Kamal 2.0 to split anti-DMK votes. Your thoughts?
Possibility, yes. Because he has already identified himself as positioned himself as a person against DMK in state. So the anti-DMK votes will get split between Vijay on one hand, the ADMK on the other hand, Annamalai also another. But things will change if he tries to allies with ADMK. If he is a really politically ambitious person, then he will also know that standing alone he cannot get any votes, or he cannot get any seats for the matter of fact. But if he allies with the ADMK, then he can attract the lion's share of anti-incumbency votes. And he can also position himself as he can bargain for any power sharing with the ADMK to occupy a good position in a government. So that he wants to nurture his dreams like that of another Pawan Kalyan in that of Andhra Pradesh. So it has to be seen. Let us wait and see.
Next question is from Narayan Kashyap. Why would missionary handlers of all Christian parties put all their apples in all the baskets in a first past the post electoral system? You want to take a shot at this? I'll answer too, but Srikumar?
Yeah, please.
So, Narayan, how many of us in Tamil Nadu, you go to the cherry person, ask him, it's Seaman Christian? They'll say, no, he's Hindu, he's going to this temple, that temple. Look, they'll even show you pictures. So this guy is masquerading as a Hindu. When he wants to be, he'll be a Christian. When he wants to be, he's a Hindu. Take the example of 𝗣𝗂𝘂𝗍. In fact, there are allegations that 4 of the 𝗣𝗂𝘂 top leaderships are all Christians also. And that will come out in one of my conversations with 𝗣𝗚𝗍𝗄 in the next few days. You will see all that stuff. How the church is controlling the Christians of Tamil Nadu, and in turn, they're also controlling the government in Tamil Nadu. It doesn't matter which one is in power. Unless BJP comes to power, this hold cannot be broken. We have talked about it. Bala Gauthamanji has been very open about what has happened. So they want to win at any cost. This is the next step. See, understand that the Islamists want a Ghazwa Hind, and the Christians want a separate state. They want to put some portions of Sri Lanka along with Tamil Nadu and make a new state. This has been open. This is a 100+ year plan. It's not 1 or 2 years. It started from the peace groups from Sweden and Scandinavian countries coming to help LTTE, becoming their interlocutor. Basically, they are converting the Kadar into Christianity. Prabhakaran died a Christian. The whole LTTE thing got messed up because initially they were not that way. So whatever it is, there is a big plan to try and make this area into a country, just like they did to East Timor. Go and look at East Timor, how East Timor got separated from the remaining Timor Island, and now it's a Catholic country. So this is the plan here also. I'm being very open about it. And you are seeing that in the form of 3 candidates, all of them borderline, only one of them. See, Vijay will wear vibhuti like me and come. His parents were seen going to Tirupati. See, nothing wrong in that. Nothing wrong in that. The point is you are fooling the people. That's the point. And how much the people are alert to understand this, that only Annamalai and BJP have to do. That's why I said Desam, Desiyam, Deivigam. Keep hitting at it, keep hitting at it, keep hitting at it. And then start putting the memes out and aggressively showing all these people for what and who they are. So all of these people are essentially crypto-Christians trying to give you an image of being Sanatani. And Udayanidhi Stalin thinks that if his mother goes and Durga goes here, there in every temple and take pictures, that means that his credentials as a Hindu are established. People are naive also. Let us take it. You and I may not be fooled, but you and I don't vote. If you move to Tamil Nadu, maybe you can vote. I don't even have that. Even if I move to Tamil Nadu, I can't vote. I'm an OCI. I don't have voting rights. My point again in here is this is a big plan. And that is happening steadily. And this, unless you break this entire thing out and bring BJP as soon as possible, this is going to really erupt into big problem for Tamil Nadu. The amount of conversion that is going on, the amount of coercion that is going on, the amount of drug running that is going on, all with one end to try and make this a hell place to live with. So it's a land of Vedas. There are so many temples. You know that even today it still has its Hindu character. Although now if I drive by on any highway, I'm seeing a lot more church spires and minarets, and they don't belong there. These are being put in places where no Christians, no Muslims are there. Yet they are being put up. Why? Because this government is completely enslaved to them. So it's a big problem, big hand. I'm sure BJP knows about it. I just don't know how they are going to go about tackling it. Let me see. Next question, Venkatraman again. It is not Joseph Vijay. You must say the name in Tamil. 𝗣𝗂𝘗𝗖𝙑. How can Joseph become Jacob? Is it correct? Jacob, right? Jacob is Jacob, right?
Actually, in Tamil, the name of Joseph means we can say Susayapar or Valanar, they used to say, the exact name. So what's there in name?
What's there? Everything, boss. In politics, there's everything in the name.
Once the intention is right, because I have seen a number of nationalist Christians also, but unless the intention is right, even the Hindus, I will say, who are having the Naxalite mindset, what to do with them? What to do?
Yeah. Everywhere is the same problem.
So, yeah, but when I personally feel that intention of a person builds a character. So once they are against the nation's identity, so once a person's nature identity is against a nation's integrity, then it has to be protested at all means.
Yes, indeed, I agree with you on that. Now the next one, Narayan Kashyap, with Joseph Vijay's rise. Please see. Look, I insist on calling Sebastian Simon as by his original name, Joseph Vijay in his full name. Udayanidhi Stalin, I also say he's a Christian.
That's correct, because of the simple reason.
I'm saying, how much of the media in Tamil Nadu are doing this? They all hide it.
Yes.
To a person, they are hiding it. Hypocrites of the highest order.
True.
So, our next question, Narayan Kashyap wants to know, with Joseph Vijay's rise, please explain how foreign entities / NGOs use platforms like Kollywood, Bollywood in bypassing FCRA restrictions to fund their activities in India.
No, this NGOs and the use of movies is a very powerful media. So rather than a person like me or Mr. Sree here talking to for hours together to explain things, it takes a short film or some movies to take the messages much more faster and much more deeper. And the people used to get more message through entertainment media. So these NGOs, they have taken this media as their tool. So I will say post 2016, after the demise of Jayalalitha ji in Tamil Nadu, the urban Naxal group didn't hesitate or didn't spared any medium of communication to spread their messages. It will be in a talk show, it will be in a humor program, or it will be in a dance program or something, or it will be in a sing song competition. So there, the participants or judges, they will be giving the dialogues, or they will be giving some sort of anti-government statements, so that they wanted to show that they are venting out their anger against the government. So such type of things used to happen, and they identified some movie makers also. So they can make, and singers also. Even you can see in Carnatic music also, music world also, you are finding some names. So they will not spare any name. But what made them to come such openly? It was not before. It was not like this before. Now, when you can see a BJP government at the center, and also in most of the state governments, you can see the people who are behind the screen, they are coming out in open, and they are trying to expose themselves more vehemently. Take for example this, I can say this farmers protest. Presently, they are protesting in Shambhu border. The reason is the Delhi election is round the corner. Now there is absolutely no reason for the farmers' protest, because there is no farm laws in place. It has been taken back. But now still the protest is happening because the Delhi elections. After the Delhi election is over, the protest will be over. So such things will happen. And the main duty of the people is to stay aware of what's happening in and around. Keep themselves educated, keep themselves updated against these activities, and also try to spread the news. So what is happening? So as Mr. Sree Iyer said, so many innocent people, they don't know what things are happening in and around them. So nothing wrong in sharing the details. So let the people decide. So there will be one side, there will be their point of view will be there, on the other side, others' point of view will be there. Let the people judge by themselves and take a wise decision. It is a democracy.
Next question from Vijay Kumar Srivastava. Do you think Rahul Gandhi madness for Adani, will he be left or sidelined? Mamata Banerjee is challenging.
I personally feel that he will be left sidelined because of a simple reason that Adani issue is not a public issue. Number one, it could be giving some discomfort for some people in BJP or in opposition, for the matter of fact. But it is not an issue which relates to any public, grievances or public problems or sufferings. So Adani issue is a non-starter. Number one. Number two, the recent documents also reveal that the connections between the Adani and also with the opposition leaders for the business interests also. So you cannot, use your person. The problem with Rahul Gandhi is he is allowing his, his personal mindset, and he wants to influence that mindset with that of the party. That is not going well. So in any democracy, even in Congress party is concerned, if the people of Congress party, they are also not comfortable with Rahul Gandhi's ideas. So when his own party is not comfortable, take for example the EVM issue. Recently I saw a interview of Bhupinder Hooda, who is saying for 10 years there is no strong grassroots organization in Haryana that resulted in Haryana elections. But what the Congress was saying, it was due to EVM issue. So even the people like Mamata Banerjee or MK Stalin or Akhilesh Yadav, they will not accept the EVM theory, because Akhilesh Yadav won with handsome seats in the recently concluded Lok Sabha elections in UP. Stalin has won in assembly as well as in parliament. 2019 he won in parliament, 2021 in assembly, 2024 again in parliament. Mamata Banerjee is winning time and again with the same EVM machines in 2011 and 2016 and 2021 and also in the Lok Sabha elections. So Rahul Gandhi, I think that he is not a I will not say that he is an innocent politician. Like others, I will not accept him as a pappu. He has an agenda in his mind, but the problem is his execution. So as long as such the flaws is happening in the execution, the BJP can feel comfort. But once his execution becomes perfect or more sharper, then it will be a problem for the BJP.
Thank you so much. And last question today, 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝙪 Chatterjee, thank you so much. I recently had the good fortune of meeting Mr. Annamalai in London. I was amazed by his humility. Please tell me the real reason for him being here. I don't know. Do you have any idea, Srikumar?
No, I don't know because I have not met him. So, but the one thing is, so I should say that Annamalai's entry into politics has certainly energized the BJP cadre in the state. He has a charisma, I should say, which was missing earlier among the BJP leaders. So he has attraction, and if he presses the right buttons, especially highlighting the right issues, taking up the right issue, taking up the people's cause, and being with the people, attracting the rural voters, then he will definitely get more success than what he is now, or what he's getting now.
Thank you so much, Srikumar. And viewers will be back in about 45 minutes for our deep dive into deep state. Thanks once again. Namaskar, and we'll see you on Wednesday at 9 p.m. on Hindi. Thank you.
Namaskar. Jai Hind.